Ian, we are at the end of the season and a completely new season for you. You arrived from two very good performance in the last years. This was completely changement also with the Gen 3, with the powertrain, with the team, with all.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. I mean, we've come into the beginning of Gen 3, as you know, with a new car, and you set up two new drivers, of course, and we've had the transition from the team from Mercedes to McLaren as well. But we had a very strong start to the season, I think it's fair to say. But since then, the mid part of the season toward the end, we've had a fair poor run of results, poor run of form. So we're not where we want to be within the championship, but I still get the feeling that there's a lot of performance to be unlocked within the car. So I'm not too concerned about things yet. We've learned what we need to learn during this season, and we'll be looking forward to capitalise on that in season 10.
Exactly, you said justly, in the first races of the season was for us a surprise, because with a new driver, with a new powertrain, all new, and it was a very good performance. After McLaren lose around the grid, why?
I think there's a couple of reasons really. Firstly, in terms of the strong performance at the beginning, the team itself has actually stayed the same, they've stayed intact, so it meant that we've got that same level of operational excellence that we've had in the past as well, and I think that we used that at the beginning of the season while maybe some others were starting to get up to speed, and that flattered, I suppose, the performance of the package that we had. Since then, others have caught up on the operational side, and obviously the performance of the package as a whole has become more important, and I think mid-season we're probably one step behind on that. I think together with Nissan we've now closed the gap at least part of the way. So performance-wise, I think we're in a better place now. However, we've also had some operational errors on our side, and although I hate to use the excuse, some races where luck just played a role and wasn't on our side at all. So if you take Rome for example, the crashes that we had, especially in that second race, that's part of racing. It is what it is, and you need to learn to deal with it.
Change a lot the way to work from official team than customer team?
Yeah, it's definitely different. You don't have the control that you have obviously as a manufacturer. That being said, part of the reason that we partnered with Nissan was I felt that they were going to be very open to collaboration, and we wanted to learn from each other, and I'm pleased to say that throughout this season that's still very much been the case. So we've enjoyed that collaboration. I think that that's helped us to move forward, and that performance step that I was talking about has come because of that as well. So it's a different approach that we've taken, but it's something that we've adapted to, and at the end of the day we're going to be a customer team for the foreseeable future, so it's something that we need to continue to progress with.
After the first year for the Gen 3, what do you expect for the next year when all teams know more the car, and I know that there are conversation a lot for a new Gen 4 era?
I think, as we've seen in the previous generations, the longer the generation goes, the more the performance of the various teams converge, and I think we'll see that again going into next season. There have obviously been some incredibly strong performances from the Porsche powered teams at the beginning, Jaguar as well is very strong as well. But as I say, I think that advantage will be eroded over time as steps are taken to close the gap. So I think in season 10 we can look forward to some even closer racing between the teams, which will be great for the fans of course as well. And I don't expect that we'll see the same outcome in terms of that level of performance in the championships.
And the last question, a lot of teams speaking about the front motor to use not like generator but like a real motor. What do you think about?
I think that's a great idea. I think it's something that we've always discussed at different points in time, that if you've got a motor on the front axle, there's an opportunity not only to regen the energy but to also use it to power the front axle as well. We've got to be careful that we don't do it in such a way that it means that we need to completely change the concept, but I think that there will be eventually a way of unlocking that, and I look forward to that. At the end of the day, that's part of the beauty of having an electric vehicle in motorsport, is that we're able to sort of play with that aspect of it as well.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Thank you.